You put 3 pieces of shit in front of me, I'll tell you which one's human.
I done a pill for you. It's a brown now.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Out of the Loop.
My name is Tom.
I've forgotten my name. It's been a very long week.
Looks like fun.
And I'm Dave. Police hunting a suspect who relieved himself on school grounds on a daily basis. Detained after investigators set up a sting operation to snare the mystery pooper. Police were called after students complained of frequent excrement near the school running track and field.
Tracy, it's happened again.
I kind of like the idea that he sort of just gets there really early in the morning when nobody is there and just squats down.
With a paper. And his morning coffee, his cup of joe.
Well, you've got to get the bowels moving, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Certainly does.
In a statement, the Holmdel Township Police Department said they opened an investigation after high school staff and sports coaches reported they were finding human faeces on or near the area of the high school track and football field on a daily basis. How do you know it's human?
I love that. Well, you can tell.
You
can
can
tell.
On Monday at 5:50 in the morning, officers approached the superintendent while he was running at the school track, the scene of the alleged crime.
Oh, has he done a bit of a Gary Lineker then? Is that what he's done?
Well, not maybe, but he's doing it daily.
I love that he was running. Like I just imagine him with his like pants half up and his trousers like he's
Yeah.
like, oh no, they're coming.
A little bit of toilet paper hanging out of the bottom of his shorts or something.
Yeah, because you have to take that with you, surely. You can't just do a dump
Unless
and leg it.
I
he's
dunno.
on a very high fibre diet and it just
Or he
punches
He just
out.
stretches
Does-
his arsehole.
does what carpet.
Just stretches his arsehole out so it doesn't touch
Just
the
like
sides.
that. I love
I
the
mean,
way
that's not
he
how
just
it works.
stretches his arsehole out. Oh yeah, I just randomly
Yeah.
grab holds and just pull it open.
Yeah, that's not how it works, Tom.
Can be.
It's not how your arseholes work.
Someone has to be a pioneer, Dave.
Yeah, I think we've got that covered, though, haven't we, really?
Well, the way we poo isn't very efficient.
No, but then make the toilets lower. Don't hold your arse cheeks further apart. I
Well.
don't believe holding your arse cheeks open makes it any more efficient,
Why can't you do
regardless
both?
of your position.
Why can't we have both? Why don't we
Well,
give it a
because
try? Let's
if
go
you-
for it.
if
I don't want to live in a world where people aren't,
If
we're
you go for-
scared
yeah.
to do these things.
Yeah.
All right, I will give you that. If you go for the original way, the way the body is designed is that you're supposed to squat,
Yes.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
Standing squat,
We've had
yeah.
this conversation.
Yeah, then I
once.
guess that does, in effect,
Pull
do
your arsehole
what
apart.
you are.
Yeah.
But
So why
I
not
also,
add?
But
add
I
to it?
also don't believe that just by squatting so that your aperture is as wide as it can
Oh,
be
just say
results in you not having to wipe your arse afterwards.
Do you know what I've now learned? If you get, the little sellotape,
Where's
once,
this going?
once you finish it, if you just plonk that up there, you don't even need to stretch it.
Like a bumhole ring.
Like a speculum
Sure.
is the medical term for the thing that they use to kind of open things up in order to then
Get it out. Yeah. Or go in.
Dive into your arsehole? Is that what that was?
Mr. Tramaglini, who earns $150,000 a year as the head of the local education authority, was arrested. Police said that they had just observed him in the act.
So they just turned up really early and went, oh, there he is.
Is this a real disease? Because do you remember there was the
Real
mysterious
disease.
golf pooper?
Oh, yeah, I thought that was quite funny, actually.
Yeah, well, it was funny, but I think it's a thing.
What,
I
pooping
don't
in
think
public?
this isn't a joke. He's not doing it for a joke. He's
No,
doing it
they said
because
it's unclear why he allegedly didn't use the toilet facilities, but local residents speculated,
it's a power play.
arguing that he should not be punished unless his intent was actually malicious.
It's a power play. That's what it is.
Social media
You wanna come on my
jokesters
field?
have dubbed the culprit the super pooper and the poopertrator. That's the best bit of this story.
I don't get how they're going, oh, well, he didn't mean to poo on it. It wasn't malicious. He still shit on it.
Yeah,
He's still
but
shitting at school.
if he's shitting publicly because he's got some sort of mental...
Yeah. Then you definitely want him
Corruption.
with your kids.
Oh, yeah.
A Minneapolis man is apologising to his neighbours for placing black pinata figures, as in pinatas of black people.
Oh.
And he hung them by cords from his porch roof of his home. So it looks
he
a little bit
apologising?
like that.
Did you say what's he apologising for?
No. I get the.
Woo! Shit we want. Lynch the black people.
What is he actually apologising for? Not realising that it was a bad thing to do, or for just doing it and getting caught out? Or...
Victor Chavaria says the figures were pinatas created for a multi-racial wedding. Chavaria tells Minnesota Public Radio that he left the freshly created pinatas to hang from his home for the paint to dry.
He had genuine good intentions for
not
it.
realising they could be viewed as racial violence.
Oh, that's so sweet and innocent in a way. He so didn't realise how bad it looked.
He just thought, I'll hang these up to dry. And then it looked like he was like,
really
hang all the black people.
Lovely wedding gift.
That's adorable.
A photo of the figures appeared on Facebook, sparking online outrage. Chavaria says he called police and asked for extra patrols when officers arrived because he was worried about the backlash.
Rightly so.
Chavaria is a Mexican immigrant who is trying to start a pinata business at his North Minneapolis
That's
home.
great advertising for
He
it.
says he will no longer dry pinatas on the porch.
Oh.
But I just kind of liked it because it looks bad. If you
It looks
yeah.
horrendous.
It looks awful.
If someone walked past,
Yeah.
you would rightly think, fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
that's
He's going all out.
All it needs is a
Stuff the
giant
Nazi-
cross and a
stuff
tree.
the Nazi symbols.
Yeah.
He's just hanging black people off his porch. It seems normal.
You would
Yeah.
double
And
take
you're like,
and
oh, yeah.
triple take at that.
Yeah, you'd be like, no, I'm all right. This is fair. You wouldn't even think about it. It's like, I'm just hanging these here to dry.
Because he's not viewing it as these are black people hanging. They're like, that's my friend, and they need to dry out on the porch.
Viewing
That's
it like
all
that.
he's
He's viewing it
viewing.
as
Well,
these
the
are
people-
pinatas.
The people
Yeah, but
who
they're all his
ordered-
mates. It's for the wedding, isn't
No, I
it?
thought
No,
it was,
it's for a customer. So the customer cancelled the order after all the outrage as well.
Oh no!
I know, it's terrible. Because
What's this guy's business? Let's promote him to our 80.
It doesn't say. It just says that he
doesn't even
because-
say it in
yeah.
the article.
It just says he's starting a. So if you are in the North Minneapolis area, just by chance you're watching
and you
this,
want a pinata.
and you want a pinata, go see Mr. Chavaria. It must be that moment you were like, oh shit, yeah, that does look really bad, doesn't it?
when the first person bangs on your door saying, what the hell is going on?
Also, hang on a minute. The person that then cancelled. What an arsehole.
Yeah, I would
Because-
be a bit like
Because
that.
they're the ones that ordered the pinata.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're the ones who should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, they don't know. They don't even have to be ashamed of themselves. But that's what you ordered. It doesn't nobody thinks you're racist. Nobody thinks this guy's racist. Once the news is out, everyone goes, "Oh, I get it. It was a mistake."
But some people would get a bit.
Oh yeah, but some people get it over a piece of wood. Time for some entertainment news. Any minute now.
Is that your intro?
Any minute. No, Dave.
Any minute now.
Unbelievable. Do you want to come into my house and see me entertainment news? Do you, Dave?
Based
Dwayne Johnson speaks out after DJ Khaled admits he doesn't go down on his wife.
DJ Khaled!
DJ Khaled, I mean, I'll talk to you, Chris,
Khaled.
because this guy's having one. Apparently he doesn't go down on a woman because he's the king. And, it's what blokes don't do or what he doesn't do. But Dwayne Johnson says that he likes to be skilled in all departments. Oh, The Rock.
Oh,
And that is that story. If
that is about it, isn't it?
that
Really?
went for about a day. That was a big
I know,
news.
it was bizarre.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this,
No.
but I have got an image in my head of just the top half of The Rock's face and him doing the eyebrow and just going, yep, he's definitely skilled at that. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
He had a whole thing and a skit about poo-tang pie, didn't he not?
I'm sorry?
When he was a wrestler, he had a whole gimmick about eating pie. That was a thing he did.
And what? That was meant to be vagina?
Yeah, it was all.
I was so young and innocent back then. I thought we just liked pie. Poo-tang pie. What is going
Did you think it was like cow pie at the dandy?
That's cow. What are you trying to? Was that vagina as well?
Oh yeah, Desperate Dan.
Desperate Dan. He was all about the pussy.
He was all about the cunnilingus.
Adeles Titanic themed 30th birthday.
Sunk.
So everyone dressed up like they were on the Titanic, and people
I
are
got
going.
that.
People are going.
Yeah,
Bad
poor taste. Bit soon, isn't it?
Bad?
Bit soon.
Is
Too
that
soon.
bad taste?
I don't know. Is it?
I mean, if you didn't call it a Titanic party, you would just call it a 1914 party.
No, because they're all wearing life jackets.
They're all wearing life jackets, and a few of them are painted blue. Oh, someone did cover themselves in fake frost.
Yeah, look, they got fake frost.
Is this one of those things where some people on Twitter got offended?
Yeah,
Was it 1914? I felt I committed
It was
to
about
that.
that. But then is it not bad taste to make a film out of it and make millions off it?
I think that's the thing. People are complaining like, "Oh, you wouldn't do that with like World War II."
No,
Well,
we
Prince
will make-
Harry did it.
We will
Prince
make,
Harry did do
we
it.
will make films about it, and people will make a shitload of money out of
Yeah,
it.
that's what I do find weird because people are like, "Oh yeah, but it's more respectful." I was like,
Is
"No,
it?
was it the Titanic?"
Cashing in on death.
You know, when people are going, "Oh, when the iceberg hits the thingy, it's like a vagina breaking."
Maybe.
I don't know that I recall.
Someone said
That-
that. Someone
I
said
thought
that
other
once.
comment-
Someone
I,
said
I
that
don't really
once.
remember that imagery.
Yeah, because she's in the back of the car, isn't she? Getting rammed by the iceberg.
You're trembling. Don't worry. I'll be alright. I'll never let go. I promise.
Michael C. Hall is game to play Batman, which is the article is basically he'd be like, yeah, I'd be up for it, but it's like,
And that's it.
well, ask me, I'd say it. I'm up for it as well if they want me.
But that's what making news is. Just ask celebrities questions
Yeah.
and then turn it into an article.
Would you ever be Batman? Yeah, all right.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
who Michael C. Hall is.
He's the guy who played Dexter.
And he was in 6 Feet Under.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
He might make a alright
I think
Batman.
he'd make an okay Batman.
I
yeah.
think he would. I think they need to destroy everything they've currently made.
I started to watch Justice League on the plane home.
Oh yeah.
And then stopped.
Well, I only watched about an hour before it got switched off. But
and you were like,
Bec-
thank
what?
God.
What? Because they said no. Sorry, we've decided this movie is too
It's
terrible.
awful.
We're
Yeah.
not going to let anyone watch any more of it.
yeah, I did. Nothing really happened in the first hour.
Nothing happens in any of it.
High Tech Movie has 5 different endings depending on who is watching it. So basically, you watch it and there's an eye tracker. And it tracks what you are watching on that screen. So if you are you're more interested, I suppose, in the woman's arse, it follows the story of the woman's arse, I'm guessing. You
I
know?
take it that's just something you've just
Yeah.
said there.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult because, if you're sat with more than one person, it's like, well, whose eyes does it track?
What if you've got a lazy eye?
Then
Oh,
it
then you
just
get
shows the
then-
floor.
yeah, then you get 2 different endings. 2 different endings at the same time.
Also, pretty bad for blind people
Yeah.
because they're just staring straight at it, aren't they?
I mean, I think you're generalising a little bit about how.
All right, their eyes are all over the place. Then what do you want? Well, they're either straightforward or they're looking all over, but they're definitely not looking at
They're
things
not
on
focused
a screen.
on-
Yeah, but
are
I
they?
can't imagine that sort of technology is specifically aimed at the blind, is it?
The Angry River follows a family of human traffickers in Portland and will premiere on May 18th online.
I bet it's a shit film.
The ingenious technology that powers it has already piqued the interest of both major film studios and tech companies, so we are likely to see interactive motion pictures in the near future. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a like, please do subscribe and tell people about it because we need people to come and join this small community. Also, please do leave your comments. We really want your comments because we want to respond to them, we want to talk about them on the show and stuff like that, so please do leave your comments. Anything you'd like to add?
No.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Watch it.